Hello, my name is Rising Feathers and welcome to this channel. This is the first video that is going to be here on the channel, and that's pretty exciting. I'm very excited. I have many ideas, but you don't know who I am, so why should you listen to my ideas? Good question. So on this channel, we're going to be mainly talking about anime, video games, media, whatever else interests me. But I thought as a first video that, to get to know me, I would answer some this or that questions. I have a list in front of me here. I've kind of glanced at it, but I haven't thought too hard about the answers. I'll put a link in the description so you can look at the list too. There's 75 questions on this list, but that seems a bit excessive for one video, so I thought maybe I'll do, 20 or so, and if you guys want to hear me answer the rest of them, I could do them in a later video, like another 20, etc. Alright, so let's just get started. Number 1, dog or cat? For me, this is actually really easy. I am a cat person. I love cats. I love every kind of cat, and I have 2 at home. Their names are Arthas and Neela. They're very cute and fuzzy. That's pretty much what my Instagram is for posting pictures of my cats. But that's not to say I have a problem with dogs. I don't mind dogs. I don't mind other people's dogs. I just have no desire to own a dog for myself. I don't think it really fits my, I don't want to say lifestyle, because there's dogs that can just, hang out at home. But I would feel bad, if I had a dog at home and I didn't, I would feel obligated to take it outside, but I don't really want to go outside. I'm one of those. So, short answer, love cats, got a couple, very happy. Dogs are fine if they belong to somebody else. Number 2, Netflix or YouTube? If I had to pick one to keep and one to get rid of, I would probably pick YouTube to keep. I use YouTube every single day, just about. There's a lot of channels I follow. I get a lot of joy from the content creators on there. Some I've been watching for more than 10 years, which is crazy to think that, these people can keep going. It's definitely something to aspire to. Netflix is obviously great. It's got a lot of good shows, but I definitely am not on Netflix as much. I have a hard time committing to wanting to sit down and watch a movie. And of course, Netflix has a lot of great shows, but I don't know. I just like watching YouTube. Number 3, phone call or text? Probably text. I know that sounds, oh, millennials don't like to have contact with people. Keep them away. But one, texts allow you to multitask a bit better. It's hard to be on a phone call while doing other things. It's easier to text. I understand that there are situations where a phone call would be better. It's hard to read tone in a text sometimes. But another reason I prefer texting is that I find often with phone calls that I have a hard time understanding what people are saying. I have a hard time with that even in person sometimes, and it's not like English is my second language or anything. English is the only language I can speak, but I don't know, it just sounds muffled to me more often than I think it does to other people. Obviously, people have those instances where, wait, what? What'd you say? I don't know, it just feels like it happens to me a lot, especially over the phone, where you can't read lips and anything like that. So unless it's a really important thing that's just easier to communicate over a phone call or something like that, I would just rather a text message. Number 4, toast or eggs? Probably eggs. You can do a lot with eggs. Omelets, scrambled. I'm one of those people. I like over medium, which no breakfast place ever gets right. They either cook it over easy or over hard, which I'll still eat it. I'm not gonna reject it, but I prefer over medium. I like that it's runny but thick, Toast is, great. I think buttered toast is my preferred way to have toast. Peanut butter is good too. Jam, it's fine, but it's at the bottom for me. Number 5, cardio or weights? Okay, calling me out because I don't exercise ever. I don't like either. For one, I could live my life without either of those. I have participated in cardio more, so I guess I'll go with that. When I was younger, I used to do dance, actually. I did tap and jazz, and the best way to get me into, cardio or exercise in general is motion with music. That, to me, is very fun, and I'll keep going, and it's a lot easier than just jogging on the treadmill, which I have done at home before, and it's not fun. We own a couple of weights around here, but It doesn't work out. Number 6, Facebook or Twitter. I've had a Facebook since maybe like 2007, 2006. I do have a Twitter. I wouldn't mind if you followed me there. I started using it maybe a couple years ago. Maybe I used it more to read other people's tweets and actually put out my own. Because at the moment I don't have much to tweet about. But hopefully, YouTube will give me more to tweet about. It's to me the quickest way to, see a lot of important news and things. Of course, you have to be careful of your sources, etc. I guess I would prefer Twitter because I currently get more out of it. The only reason I still have my Facebook, really, is because I currently live further away than basically 90% of my IRL friends. I moved to a different state a few years ago, like across the country kind of thing, and it's the best way for me to stay in contact with them is just to have Facebook and see what they're up to, and they can see what I'm up to and stuff like that. So I have Facebook to be able to connect with people I know, but I think Twitter, as much as a cesspool as it is Facebook, I get more functional use out of Twitter. Ice cream cone or snow cone? That's not even a contest, ice cream cone. I don't like snow cones. Things like snow cones, slushies, anything like that's just flavored ice kind of thing, I don't like it. I don't like those slushy snow cone textures. I don't usually like that kind of syrup, that flavors it. Ice cream cone all the way. That's it. That's just, it's as blunt as that. Number 8, mobile games or console games. That's also really easy, console games. I don't really play mobile games. There's like 1 or 2 that I might poke at once every 3 months kind of thing. Console games I've been playing since I got a PS1 for Christmas. I like them very much and I probably will always play them. I'm sure there are great mobile games out there. I am just unaware of them. Number 9, while walking, music or podcasts. So I don't go on walks alone. That just seems dangerous. When I've jogged on the treadmill in my house, like I mentioned earlier, I will have music on because, like I said, music keeps me going. So I guess I'll pick music in this hypothetical scenario where I go outside by myself and walk around. Though podcasts, I do like at my real job, like my IRL job, I sometimes have to be there overnight. And basically I'm doing my tasks by myself. So I'm able to just plug in my headphones and I listen to YouTube videos and podcasts and things like that. And, while working on autopilot, I prefer podcasts. But yeah, I guess for walking around where I probably need to pay attention to where I'm going so I don't get mugged or run over by a car, music. Number 10, iOS or Android. Android, those are the only kind of smartphones I've had. My Samsung Galaxy, you can go in the comments and debate about why it's crap or why it's great, get that conversation going, but it's just what I'm familiar with. Number 11, form or function. Form or function? I know what it's asking, but I guess I would prefer function over form. That's not a debate I usually have to have, so I don't really have a way to elaborate on it, but I guess I would rather something that serves a purpose than something that takes up space but looks nice. I'm not against those kinds of things, but if I have to have one or the other, I guess I will take the one that serves a purpose. Pop or indie? I hate music questions. I'm gonna be really honest with you. The way I listen to music is like individual songs. I don't find a song I like and go, oh man, let's explore the artist and the genre. The way I come to hold on to music that I like to listen to is that I'll hear a single song out in the world somewhere, and then I'll just, add that to a playlist, and that's it. I don't really investigate it. Maybe that's just me being a terrible music person, but I don't know. I don't really seek out on purpose either. I just happen to come across them. Not a good question for me. Any music question is probably not a good question for me. Cake or pie? I'm gonna say pie. In my youth, I would have picked cake, but now that I'm an old, crusty adult, I'm gonna go with pie. I like fruit pies in particular. I like the fruit fillings. They're sweet and tart sometimes, depending on the filling. It's good. Flaky crust, good stuff. Cake, my problem with cake is that I don't like most frostings. They're just too much. That's why I don't like cupcakes basically at all. But if I do have a cupcake, I'll usually remove most of the top frosting. I just don't like it. Especially most American buttercreams, considering it's just made with oil and sugar. Homemade buttercreams, so with actual butter. Those I definitely like the best. I would rather have those, but they are, tend to be super rich, so it's hard for me to even eat a lot of that, even though it tastes substantially better. So I'm gonna go with pie. Swimming or sunbathing, I enjoy both, because at the beach, or maybe even at a pool, I would do both, but I think I would probably pick swimming. If I'm in a situation where I can be doing both, I mean, you can sunbathe in your backyard if you really wanted to, but if I'm at like a pool or beach, lake, whatever, then I'm definitely gonna wanna go swimming, especially if the water is not freezing cold. I grew up in the northeast of America, and that water is cold even in like the dead of August where it's the hottest, quote unquote. That water is still frigid. But where I've moved, it's warmer, and my favorite experience taking advantage of that was actually a lake. It was a lake in North Carolina. I don't live there anymore, but it was warm and it was nice. That was like one of the best swimming experiences I ever had. Number 15, high tech or low tech? Like a regular landline phone versus a smartphone kind of thing? I mean, I guess I'll pick high tech, but the problem with high tech is that I am not the best with tech. My husband's a lot better at it. I have him help me. Usually it's a computer thing. I'll be trying to do something on the computer and it won't work. So he'll help me, and that's the only way I can get it done. But I guess I would rather have high tech. Try to keep up. Hopefully I won't be one of those old people who just really doesn't get it someday. Like I say, I need help on the computer, but I function on it, for the most part, just fine. If I get to a point where I just look at a piece of technology and go, "Ew, what's this?" then I will know that I have failed myself. Number 16, big party or small gathering? Probably small gathering, which probably isn't coming across as a surprise at this point. I would rather spend time with, a few friends than just a big old party where I don't know most of the people. I won't know what to do with myself, honestly. I'm not one of those people who can go mingle and just talk to rando people. I just would rather spend time with people I know. It's a lot more fun and relaxing that way. Number 17, new clothes or new phone? On the one hand, like real talk, I need new clothes. I've been wearing the same clothes for a very long time. So I mean, if you're talking realistically my situation right now, I would take the clothes because my phone that I currently have works just fine. I have no near future plans of replacing it. If we're talking if I didn't have either, I would probably say phone. Again, I don't mean like not have either as in I just don't own a single article of clothing. But if I was like now where I need new clothes, but also my phone had just, died on me, I would pick the phone. So if we're going about it that way, I would pick phone. So I guess it just depends on how you're asking the question. Number 18, rich friend or loyal friend? Probably loyal friend. I mean, if you have a rich friend that you don't really spend time with and makes you unhappy, then if we're being honest, them being rich is not going to really be that beneficial in the end anyway. So might as well get a loyal friend and hope that they become rich someday. Seems like a good strategy to me. Number 19, football or basketball? I don't like sports in general. They don't interest me. I don't find a joy in watching it. I do like sports anime. I like, your Run with the Winds, your Haikyuus, your Kuroko no Basket. I like all of those. I mean, I guess it's just taking the hype from that. And for other people, they feel that hype towards real sports. But unless it's an anime, nah, I don't like either. And lastly, number 20, work hard or play hard? I don't know what it means to play hard. I mean, I know the meaning of the question, but I guess work hard. I feel like it almost takes more energy to play hard than to work hard, in a sense. Also, it's a lot more expensive to play hard. I'm cheap. I don't like spending lots of money unless it's a special occasion or for some sort of big upgrade in terms of like, oh, maybe I do need that new phone because my old phone stopped charging. Or, we can finally get that second car so we don't have to keep sharing one or get rides from people. Stuff like that. Other than that, though, I don't really like to spend money, and that's how you play hard. You buy those drinks, you go to those places, and you go. No, if you work hard, then you got the cash money. And yeah, that's the 20 questions. Hopefully that got you to know me a little bit better. So if you want to learn more about me and my thoughts on, you know, like I said, it's going to be more like anime, video games, media, feel free to subscribe and follow along. And please, in the comments, put in your opinions. Maybe you love that frosting. Maybe that is your thing. Maybe snow cones are your favorite treat. You know, let me know. Talk to me about your dog. Anything like that. And I'll see you guys next time.